Gale and Fianna Fáil. No matter the army or the air corps, we'll just talk about the navy for a second. They have destroyed the navy. Like literally, they have destroyed it. I don't like. They honestly, they just want the European army. And as simple as that. Like they couldn't make it any more simple. Um, it's a shame because we are an island nation. We are an island nation. There's only two ways really to get into this country. It's either the ports or the airport. Simple as that. We had to protect our coastal waters. The other week there was a trawler, a French trawler fishing in Irish waters, which was illegally fishing. And obviously the navy took care of that. So yeah, and there's obviously people smuggling arms and drugs again from the United Kingdom on boats and things like that. So obviously that's needed too. You need the navy for that. But yeah, this is one reason why I'm talking about, because the patrol ship was supposed to be going on patrol, like looking for them things, or maybe going on rescue missions. And it couldn't go out because they had no men. They had no men to man the ship. So it's a threat. Now there's two ships docked up already. That's not going to be used again because they haven't got the manpower. They simply don't have the manpower to operate it. Two ships still docked in port. Probably not going to come out for a long, long time. And now there's a threat of a third ship now being docked up in port. And again, it's only the whole Navy be soon docked in port and there'll be nobody to man any ship. And there'll be people smuggling drugs 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. And again, the Navy's extremely important because, again, if somebody, God forbid, somebody fell into the water and they have to help out with the search and everything. But, Fianna Gael and Fianna Fáil had destroyed, like, honest to God, like, even back, like, even think about when I was growing up in 2007, around that time, 2006, the army, it was very strong, 11,000, I think it was 12,000 at the time, was active in the army, 12,000 active soldiers in the army, compared to barely 9,000 active now, 9,000, that's a quite change. And a lot, I don't know, I don't know about the pay back then, but it's a lot more respectable nowadays. The army, it's good. Has no, how to put it. It's not their fault. Because again, when you're underpaid and undertreated by the state, you do feel very neglected and very used. In other words, and obviously we have the high people. The people of Ireland have high respects for everybody in the Navy and the Air Corps and the Army. But it's the government. Simon Covey again. I said as soon as he was as soon as he was announced as Minister for Defence, I said he'd be useless. I still say he's useless. And Michael Higgins is even more useless. I think he would say, he talked about it once, and I was like, oh great, Michael Higgins said about it finally. But again, he might say I'm only a figurehead. I can only, mention things. I'm sure to God as the Commander in Chief in the Army. I'm sure he can twist the government's arm if he really wanted to. But he won't. Like, you think he would cause a workers over it. If that was me, I'd cause a workers over it. I would use my voice, man, and as simple as that, I use my mandate to speak. Because again, these people, again, anytime these people go out onto a boat, say if it's a illegal fishing trawler, these people could be armed that's on the ship, could shoot 3 or 4 of them. And at the end of the day, what would the government in this country, again, the way they treat veterans, I talked about it earlier on, it's nothing more than war crimes they're treating veterans. They're treating them that badly. At least Donald Trump has some, talks to veterans. I never seen Michael Higgins with a veteran. Again, this country is just what's a pro-European army. That's really what the government really wants, and we don't want that. We want an independent Irish army. Irish Defence Forces, may I say. And it's a shame. It's really, really a shame to see, something that's, a good, strong army. Like the people in the army, the men and women up in the heroin, have total faith that they're fit and, very ready to fight and die for Ireland. I have no doubts about that. I have doubts about the government's willingness to, pay the men and women to treat because these people, majority of these people have families, have children. They want to put their children through college. They want to buy stuff for the house. They want to give their children a good life. And the army, they can't even survive themselves. Letting alone their families. And some of the mothers even have to go out and work because they're that bad and they can't get the money. in the defence forces. And back years ago, back into the troubles was good money in the defence forces. But again, you never know when you need them. It's bizarre. Same when the flooding happened and everything that we needed the army. We called up the army. When when they needed the testing done and everything like that, they were whinging and quibbling and crying the government. They didn't have any army to send out because there was not enough. They couldn't get the people to mobilise. They couldn't mobilise anybody. That's what I'm trying to say. So yeah, it's always good to have them. It's always good to have them because you never know when you need them. Finally, in case anything did ever happen, flooding, God forbid, or a tsunami or something like that. God forbid if that ever happened. But just to have them, it's no harm in having them. Now. But yeah, thank you for watching. Subscribe more and take care and bye.